Canada's Safest Employers Awards celebrated its 5th anniversary on October 28th at Arcadian Court in Toronto. 36 companies from a wide range of industries, from mining to manufacturing to hospitality and healthcare, were recognized for their commitment to keeping workers healthy and safe on the job. Special awards were handed out for wellness and psychological safety, and new this year were awards for young worker safety and Canada's best health and safety culture, the top prize of the evening. Neil Sternthal kicked off the evening by welcoming the 350 guests.
And making sure every worker goes home safely every evening to their families is quite the noble goal, one that every organization in every sector, in every jurisdiction can embrace. This goal is not a nice to have, it's a must have, and I know everyone in this audience emphatically believe in that goal. The work of every single person in this room is so critical, and we salute you for your diligence and the work that you're doing and the example that you're setting.
Keynote speaker Dave Fennell shared 4 things companies need to do in order to be twice as safe by 2020. The first is starting with solid safety basics. For example, the common incident triangle needs some tweaking.
We need to focus on the proactive aspects of it. We need this triangle to change from an equilateral triangle to one with a big base, where the proactive, the leading aspects of safety are the primary focus. And we need tools that help us with all that proactive information, tools that help us sort out which are the really important ones. Or as one company calls it, mining the diamond.
Dave's second tip was to integrate the safety of facilities, management systems, and people.
Improving the interaction of key safety components, and we call that human factors. Do you have a human factors program? Will you in the next 5 years?
His third insight was to understand why workers and groups of workers take risks.
What's going on? The cognitive aspects. Why do workers make mistakes? We need to understand that workers need to be able to see hazards, they need to be able to perceive the risk, and then they need to make decisions based on that information.
For Dave's final tip, he called on the winners of Canada's Safest Employers Award to be mentors and role models.
You need to share, mentor, and lead. Expand your influence beyond your employees, beyond your contractors, to your industry associates, to your communities that you work in.
Guest speaker Kevin Flynn, Ontario's Minister of Labour, shared a story about how he often would talk to his son about the importance of working safely, and then one day his son saved a life at work.
Perhaps spend a few seconds with somebody whose life that you influence. It doesn't have to be an hour-long speech, it doesn't have to be a sermon. 10, 20, 30 seconds, just asking them to think about things when they're at work and perhaps in the future. You never know the influence it will have. And if that message empowers 1 or 2 people to speak up when faced with a dangerous task, or when faced with the choice of doing it the right way or taking the shortcut, hopefully your voice will come into their head as well and they'll do the right thing.
Innovative Automation took home the inaugural Young Worker Safety Award.
Young workers are about 30 times more likely to be injured on the workplace in that first 3 months of work, and I think it's really critical that companies step up and make sure that these people are aware of dangers in the workplace.
The top award of the evening, Canada's Best Health and Safety Culture, was presented to Vancouver Airport Authority. The award looks at a number of high-level safety factors, from involvement of upper management to safety performance objectives.
At Levitt Safety, our roots started in providing equipment, and what we've come to realize is safety is really a whole lot more than the stuff people wear to protect themselves. And the companies that do best in terms of creating a safe work environment do that by having a fantastic safety culture.
While the evening provides a wonderful celebration of accomplishments around employee health and safety, wellness, and psychological safety, award winners were reminded of the challenge of sustaining their success.
And sometimes sustainment is even more difficult than that initial achievement. So be prepared for that hard work to sustain. You need to continue to strive to be better. Don't ever get complacent with safety. And even when you are the best and the safest, don't take your eye off the safety ball.
I'd like to extend a special thanks to all our judges who graciously volunteered their time, and to all of our distinguished sponsors. Congratulations to all the winners. Nominations will run from January to June for the 2016 awards. Stay tuned to www.safestemployers.com for more information.